All right. Where's the LIMBUS company? Wait. Okay. All right. Guess who actually downloaded the update before going live? It's been a while since I actually opened the game and it decided to update. I fixed it. I forgot when, but I actually updated it this time, and it didn't take half an hour. So that's really cool. I'm really glad about that. And what I'm even more glad about is my favorite ID ever. Maybe. I mean, I didn't look at it yet, but well, I mean, design-wise, it might just be. It might just be. Yeah, no, it's time. The Ryoshu is out. Yeah, no, it's the Ryoshu. All right. Ooh, okay. Wow, who would have guessed that it would have been 3 base power, 3 coin power, gaining 1 coin power, and then gaining up to 2 final power? Who could have guessed that? That's crazy. So rolling a default of 12 and then going up to 15 and then going up to 17. That's wow. I wonder who could have guessed that. That's crazy. Up to 5 fourth match. I will do that after this, but I definitely want to check that out as well. Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah, no, I definitely want to check that out too. But first off is skill 1. Right, she has 7 attack skills because she has a skill 3-3. I forgot about that. Okay, so at 6 plus poise, coin power +1, final power +1 for every 6 burn and bleed, on target max 2. Okay, both those are pretty standard. Gain 3 poise count. Okay, that's good because she only has 3 coins at a maximum for every attack. On hit, gain 1 poise? Okay. On crit, inflict +2 bleed count. Alright. 2 bleed count on a skill 1 isn't bad. Now it is on crit, but I'm expecting her to have ridiculous poise generation. So that should fix itself. On hit, gain 2 poise. On crit, inflict 1 burn count. Okay. On hit, gain 2 poise. So 5 poise total. So if you used 4 skill 1s, she has 20 poise, which means a 100% crit chance. Inflicted 2 blade trail aftermath, which is really quick. Max stack 100, take +1% damage from slash skills for every 10 seconds. So that's a 10% bonus total at 100. Okay, that's fine. It also, I'm sure it counts as a negative debuff. Hi, hello. Did I just go live? Was I not live before? Hello? I went live, right? You were okay, all right. That scared me for. Okay, all right, thanks guys, thanks. Yeah, that was a little concerning for a second. All right, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. For me, words? Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I honestly don't know what to do about that. Okay, 6 max. It's kind of a weird number. Why not 5? Does it lose on turn end? Or it doesn't? I guess it just stays. Refresh. There's also the if you put it on ×2 speed, it might make it more like current, potentially. Yeah, that's another thing people can do. Okay. Bully Trial Afterimage equal to Entanglement on self, max 4. What is this again? Max stack 4. Okay, so then that's why that is a max of 4 then. Skill and passive effects can increase min-max stack of this effect to 5. Oh, so that's why it's a max of 4, so it can't go beyond the base stack of Entanglement, which is kind of weird. I'm guessing Ryoshu gets 1 Entanglement for every Nurse Father ally, since it's 4, and there's 4 Nurse Fathers that aren't the Pinky Nurse Father, even though Ryoshu's not really, I mean, it says the Pinky, but she can't really be a Nurse Father because the Nurse Father is a role to be her father, and She can't really be her own father, but you know, maybe she could be, you know, who knows. Skill and passive effects can increase min and max stack of this effects to 5 and 9 respectively. I don't know why it says 2, 5, and 9. Like, why not just 2, 9? Anyways, do I read this? I can read that later. On crit, inflict 2 bleed. Okay, all right. On crit, deal slash damage equal to entanglement times 2% of this coin's final damage. So, okay, let's say that's gonna be. Well, we could say it would be 4. But let's assume it's 9. Let's just assume it's the max. And that's 18%, right? Because 9 times 2 is 18. So 18% this coin's final damage. Also, this is all still only on the skill 1's base form. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to have on a skill 1. And a skill 1 that rolls a 17 as well, by the way. And without her burn and bleed, it still rolls a 15. So she will probably be a very good generalist. Because, yeah, no, the final power, boosting it from 15 to 17, it's not even necessary. Not even necessary. Okay. Next up is this thing. Slay the Heavens. Okay. 16 and 2. I mean, it's not like it's supposed to do damage anyway. Actually, never mind. I take that back. I take that back. This is the skill she uses to kill her allies. Unclashable. Okay, the skill does not trigger defense skills, and external defects cannot trigger the skill to be reused. It deactivates allies' base factors, decreasing sanity. So when you kill your teammates, you don't decrease their sanity as well, only their health. Okay. To sacrifice everything. That is a strat that might work with her. And external effects. Okay, so yeah, you can't use Rusty Coin on this skill, is what it seems like. Deactivate, I just read that. On use for this encounter, you'll lose 1 offense level and gain base power +1 for this unit's attacks 4 times per encounter? So you're telling me you lose 1.33 clash power to gain 4 base power? So that is gaining 2.6 repeating clash power permanently? Wait, hold on, did I do that right? Hold on. Did I? Yeah, no, I did that right. Well, after 4 Nurse Fathers die, I'm guessing. Oh, wait. No, you don't need them to die, it's just on use. Never mind. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. Wait, that's so good. What? She just gets that. So her skill 1 can be clashing at like 19 or 20. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I don't know why she's allowed to do that, but hey, she's the seasonal ID. She's supposed to be good. On target kill, heal 20 SP. Okay. On target kill, gain entangled life equal to damage dealt using the skill. So if you deal, is the 199? Yeah. Okay, so if you deal 1,000 damage with a skill that does 16 damage, then I guess you'll get all your stuff. Cool. On hit, inflict 20 blade trail after damage, so that should be, was it 2% slash damage bonus? Yeah. If the target is a House of Spiders ally, deal 120% damage. So why? I mean, I guess if they have shield, I mean, okay, all right, that works. Shade something, yeah, that can make sense. Okay, I kind of do want to read the descriptions of stuff now, like this thing, because I might as well go through it as I see it, so I don't like accidentally miss stuff. Okay, entanglement. The threads of fate are entwined by encounter. Encounter. That's a Limbus Company reference. Anyways, and by the length of time surrendered onto another. The myriad moments wherein one's time and another's overlap by the fair or foul will bind their strings in pitiless entanglement. The time has already been shared. Oh, the time that has already been shared cannot be undone. Cool. All right, and then... Oh, this. Entangled life, twisted and entangled beyond measure, bound and woven into a cocoon, life, thread, world. Spit, how does that saying go again? That you gotta venerate your parents like you venerate the very heavens? Well, doesn't seem like they're being venerated, but okay, probably for the better. Triple slash, okay, 4 and 4, coin power +1, final power +2. All right, so what, that's gonna be 16 going up to 19 with the 1 coin power, and then going up to 21 with the final power +2. It's a little bit, it's not as high as the other skill 2s in this season, but at the same time, with her entanglement stuff, she will gain base power, and that will put her a little bit above the others, because if she gets a permanent 2.6 repeating bonus clash power, then it's basically like 23.6 repeating, so that's fine. That's fine. Also has +3 offense level already, so she's fine. She'll be fine. And gain +3 poise count again, so she's just not going to run out of poise ever because she only has a maximum of 3 coins. Okay, on hit, gain 2 poise on crit, inflict 1 bleed on hit, gain inflict 2 burn on crit, inflict 1 bleed on hit, inflict 2 burn on crit, inflicts 2 bleed. Okay, alright. On crit, deal slash damage equal to entanglement times 3% of this coin's final damage. And if that goes up to 9, then 9 times 3 is 27, so 27% of that coin's final damage is a number that I did not calculate yet. Anyways, this one... I don't want to see. I mean, at least she looks cool. Got so many ego. I mean, ego you can't get dupes of, so that's... It's like once you got an ego, you got it. And then you can get other ego, but I mean... Yeah, I guess it's not exactly. Yeah, run clear. Yeah, I guess she targets him last because he's the Pinky Apprentice or something. Is my guess. Washington. Low-key, I don't think I've ever used that ego before. Anyways, 10 and 4. What is the skill even for again? Oh wait, this was for the what do I do 6 ego? It's rough. This was for the that one skill. Phantom Trace, that's what it was. Okay, let's see what this does. The skill does not trigger defense skills, and external effects cannot trigger the skill to be reused, so no rusty coin. Is the only thing that can do this reuse with single coin is rusty coin really the only thing? Because this isn't so many passives now of things can't be reused due to external effects, and it's all just rusty coin over and over. It's only rusty coin. Like if they didn't have rusty coin, they would not need this. I don't know, maybe it's future proofing or something. Anyways, on use gain 1 poise count. Okay, so she just gains as much poise as she has coins, so she'll just never run out of poise count ever, so far at least. Actually, I guess this also helps it be stronger, because say like you have her going first, and then you have like Hong Yuan, Hong Lu on the team, and he uses his skill 3. Like you want it to prioritize his skill 3 and not some random like low damage skill, you know. On use, gain 1 poise count before attack if the skill is triggered by a skill 3. Apply the skill's attack weight equal to the number of enemies that have Phantom Trace. Minimum 1. That's the first time I think I've seen minimum 1 like that in a conditional. Phantom Trace, max stack 1, take plus 5% damage from Blade of the House of Spider Ryoshu's base attack skills. Okay. A Phantom Trace is simply not a faint shade left in passing. It is the shadow of times past, cruelly drawn across bygone days. Okay. Prioritize enemies that have Phantom Trace. Attack end. Target Phantom Trace. Target's Phantom Trace expires. So when you inflict Phantom Trace, if you attack an enemy with Phantom Trace, then she'll activate this. But then if you use the skill 3 to attack an enemy with Phantom Trace, then she'll attack all enemies with Phantom Trace. And I think she applies it by attacking with her base skills, I think. It's somewhere in her passives, I'm pretty sure. We'll get to that very shortly, though. By very shortly, I mean in like 10 minutes, because I'm, you know, we'll get to it. It won't be that long. Maybe. Possibly. Anyways, attack end. Okay, I just read that. Deal plus 30% damage on a critical hit. Okay, that's good. Actually, how much damage is it again? Okay, 14 damage. No. Hopefully not. Deal plus 30% damage on critical hit. On hit, inflict 2 blade shaft damage. On hit, inflict blade shaft damage equal to entanglement on self. Max 4. So that's 6. Not gonna be 12. I mean, we're moving along. We're almost on the skill 3. On hit, activate burn on. Okay, here's the first instance of activating statuses on targets. That is very. Ooh, it doesn't cap at 30. That is very important, actually. That is very, very important. That doesn't cap at 30. That's actually really okay. No, because if you have like 7 enemies fully on full stacks of burn, then that's like a total of 700 burn potency. Well, minus 7. So what would that be? Like 693. That much burn potency. If you activate all that burn on all of the enemies, because it says minimum of 1. It doesn't say anything about a maximum unless it does in the passives. That's like 700 damage in that one hit. Across all 100 for like everyone that has full burn. So that's like a lot of damage potential. The fact that they don't cap it at 30. She might say burn. I mean, I feel like burn low-key doesn't like need saving right now. Like it's good. There's the Heisho team, which is the Heisho team. The bleed team right now is doing really well with the new ring units, but yeah, no, this is gonna be very good for. Actually, it's gonna be good for bleed as well because it also has activate bleed. But we'll see how that. We'll see if there's a cap on that one. Skill 3. I feel like the burn bleed team is gonna be really good, specifically because of this activate on target effects. Target loses 1 burn count on crit, inflict 1 slash fragility. Okay, I mean, did what 7 Ryoshu had this slash fragility, and 1 slash fragility? I mean, sure, yeah, why not? It's just more negative status effects for the ring team. It's fine for their conditionals, whatever. Anyways, oh, what an ingenious way to use the Hui. Sorry, I still can't pronounce it. Star's Blade, the sword that always leaves a lingering something in its wake. Attacks that are impossible to avoid seem a bit cheap, but I've got to say I like that sword. Which sword? Whose sword? What, the Star Blade or the Ryoshu's sword? Is Ryoshu's sword a Star Blade? No. Wait, was there sword a relic? I don't remember. Anyways, skill 3. Okay. Hold on, is this the default one? I guess it was the default one. Okay. Wait, was it? Okay, alright. We'll go through this one at a time. Okay, skill 3. 10 and 12. Alright, so clashing at 22 plus 5 is 32. Clashing at 32. It's not bad. That's better than rip space. I mean, what? There's not many things that clash better than a 32 that's not an ego. I mean, there's like some, but not a lot. Also, not ones with as easy conditionals as this. Final power +1 for every 4 poise on self. So she's gonna be at 20 poise, so it's fine. Base power +1 for every 6 burn plus bleed on main target, max 5. So that's 30 total combined, so you just need like 15 of each. Or actually, I don't know if that would work. Because for every 6, so you might need like 12 and then 18. Or, I mean, yeah, you could just get a bunch of stuff and then I'll worry about it, it's fine. Emergency support. I am going to try to find a support to test it out. So I'll probably... That it will be my gambling for this stream. We'll be gambling for a support to try out the new unit. I'm sure someone will have it equipped. Okay. Deal +5% damage for every entanglement on self, and that stacks at up to 9, right? Yeah, so then what, 45% bonus damage? Gain 5 poise, okay. Gain +1 attack weight for every 2 entanglement on self, max 2. Alright. Deal +30% damage for every excess attack weight beyond the number of actual targets. Focus encounters, the parts. So that's a maximum of +60% damage, because 2 times 30% is 60% for anybody that was wondering. Attack and randomly inflict entanglement on self +10 bully trail after image between targets hit by the skill. Okay. I mean, okay. It's a maximum of 10% damage bonus taken. 10% bonus damage taken from slash skills, which I guess it's good considering it's not only applied for Ryoshu. Like, everyone does bonus slash damage. But, like, it's not like the thing that defines the unit. I feel like there's much more important parts of this kit. But it's not bad at all. It is good. Okay, deal +50% damage on critical hit. How? Oh, okay, we didn't even get to the bonus damage yet. That's a lot of bonus damage already on it, because that's +45%, +60%, +50%. Okay. There's even more. Inflict 3 bleed, inflict 3 burn. Activate burn on target, lose 1 burn count. Activate bleed on target, target loses 1 bleed count. And it does not cap at 30 for either of them, which means that's an additional potential 198 damage from just burn and bleed activating, which is great. On crit, deal slash damage equal to entanglements times 4% of this coin's final damage, which is what, 9 times 4, 36% additional damage as slash damage. And I didn't even account for the fact that it's going to be a crit anyway, so that's another, I think, 25% damage bonus. Yeah, I mean, if I need it, then I might have to add more, but I think I should be good for now, hopefully. Because I try to have a lot of, like... I mean, I think like early on in the game, I just tried to add all of the whale players. Like early on, if you saw a player with like every single maxed ID and maxed ego at thread spin 4, and you add them, you just add all the maxed players, and if you have enough of them, then someone's got to have some ID that you want, you know. Is my recommendation to everybody is to just add as many whales as you can. Okay, the way of the blade, huh? Yeah, sticking to a single path like a one-track minded. Will eventually get you to cut stuff like space too. Oh, but don't flatter yourself. It just makes the split space shimmer for a bit like the heat haze. Give it some time and the cut closes like it was never even there in the first place. Okay, is this referring to Canto 9 stuff? Canto 9 stuff. There's a certain sword, and when it cuts someone and it goes away, well, if you cut someone with this sword and you go away from them, it can heal, but then like when you go back to that person, then the wound like reopens when it's by the sword again. Is that what it's referring to? Trying to keep that as spoiler free as possible. I mean, this is the Canto 9 ID, so I mean, how much can I avoid? What's the glitch? I do not know. I mean, for a while it wouldn't let me update the game on Steam, and then I had to like verify the files or whatever, and then it was working fine. I don't know if there's a similar thing for that. You might also have to like do something with clearing the cache. I'm not an expert. I don't know. I think Google would probably have better answers for you. Okay, anyways. Okay. Next up is, I think, the skill 3-2, right? Yeah, skill 3-2. Okay, this one has a base of 3 attack weight. I don't know then. I mean, if you get an error code, then I would like look up what the error code is. Or if it's just like not downloading, I don't really know. I'm sure someone's had the same issue online though. I just forgot to update it. Ah. I see. That's unfortunate. Yeah, extra lunacy would be nice. Okay, now for the skill 3-2. Okay, so the first one is 10 and 12 goes up to 32. 3 minutes. Yeah, I couldn't imagine waiting 30 minutes for an update. That would be yeah, that would be rough. I would probably lose it if I had to wait 30 minutes for an update. That would be that would never happen though, luckily. Anyways, okay, 16 and 1, 3 attack weight by default for String Severance. What is this? Max stack 4, gain 1 stack for every defeated House of Identities. House of Identities. House of Spider Nurse Father Identity. Gain a different unique effect. Oh, it's that one. Unique effects based on which of the House of Spiders allies is defeated. Take minus 7.5% damage for every stack. Now what? This. I mean, I feel like it's fitting that it's around Mother's Day. Okay. Alright, you guys can call Ryoshu what you want, I guess. Okay. And so let it be cut and severed, even if it strays from what it must be. Okay. So for every that on self, the skill loses 1 base power and gains an extra coin 1 before using coin 2. Hold on. 4, right? So it loses 1 base power. So for every of that, so it loses, if it's at 4, it loses 4 base power and gains 4 extra coin 1s. Is that right? So you're telling me that by default, it's going to be, well, at max conditional, it's going to have its 6 coins. with 16 base damage. So 6 times 16. Without even counting coin power. That's at 0 coin power, by the way. But it does have coin power. And then final coin gains coin power +1 for every entanglement on self. Oh, if that gets 9 coin power. Hold on. Hold on a sec. Hold on. No. Hold on. If we do 9 okay, wait, hold on. What is the 6 coin? Well, I think it was 4 coins is 10, 5 coins is 15, so then 6 coins is 21, I believe, right? Yeah, 6 coins should be 21. So 9 times 21. Oh my god. And then plus 16 times 6. 285 base damage. Huh? That's not counting crit damage or any of the other multipliers yet. All right, well, I'll run those numbers later. That's gonna be something. Okay. Deal plus 50% damage for every excess attack weight beyond the number of actual targets and the focus encounters parts. Oh, if that's doing double damage. Because if that's 1, then... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Attack and raise entanglements min and max stack capped by 1 and reset entanglement on self to minimum stack. Max 2 times per encounter. Max 2 times per encounter. Huh? Oh. So the stack first raises to 5 and then the stack raises to 9? Or the max? Hold on, what? Alright, now I'm confused. Alright, I'm lost now. Anyways. Yeah, that one's a little bit more difficult than Rian. Rian's not a problem. Okay. Okay, it's autonomous. Okay, that's good. Okay, attack and raise entanglements min and max speed. Hold on, I just read that. Or min and max stack. Okay, attack and consume 50 of this, which we don't know how that acquires yet. Because I didn't see it yet. It's probably somewhere in the passives though. Yeah. Max stack 70. Why 70? Total sum of blade trail stacks inflicted by this unit. Can gain up to 25 stacks per turn. Etch a mark into the earth, such as the purpose of this blade was made to serve. Into this sword was poured the light of a star, so that something may be left behind in this land. Okay. So it doesn't exactly tell me how to gain it. And I guess the blade trail stacks inflicted is the star's blade that are gained, I guess. Okay. That maybe. Alright, on hit, gain 1 poise count, inflict 1 burn, inflict 1 bleed. So, once again, every coin that's being used, you're getting poise count back for. So it's just that easy. Impassive, okay. I can make her kill falls. I think it's in her defense skill on the evade, but we will get to that very shortly because we're almost through the skill 3. Total sum. Okay, I guess the total sum of blade trail stacks is the... So I guess you just apply the blade trail to gain Star's Blade then. I don't really know what this effect does though, to be honest. Because it doesn't say it gives her bonus damage. And she consumes it, but it doesn't say like what it's for. So I don't really know. Yeah. Okay. Natural. I'm pretty sure you can activate the killing allies thing with the evade on the defense. But okay, there's just a little bit more to get through. Just a little bit. Actually, where was I? Oh, right here. Okay. Deal plus 30% damage on critical hit. On hit, consume all Blade Trail after image on target, and deal slash damage equal to Blade Trail after image consumed divided by 10% on this coin's final damage. Deal slash damage equal to entanglement times 4% of this coin's final damage, so it's like, what, 36%? Activate burn on target, that's good. Activate bleed on target, that's good. Those are both good, and they're not capped at 30. Once again, very good. Use it to gain her enhanced. Ah, okay. Okay. I see. I guess on this thing then. Oh, okay, that's Shin. Alright, we'll get to that very shortly. This indeed paves a new avenue in the field of space rending techniques. Have you heard? One might think that rending the very fabric of space is the culmination of the way of the blade, but the path extends beyond that. Continue training, and one develops their own their own unique style of doing so. It adds another layer of artistry by weaving an unconventional touch to the universal technique, allowing for the rent to linger, or sometimes even be reduced into the flash of an instant. It is somewhat of a point of pride for those who walk the way of the blade, meaning that it is also a frequent point of contention in the field. Hoo-hoo! I still don't understand how characters laugh like that. I don't know how to read that. Anyways, it is reminiscent of the days I used to engage in discourse of comparable but belligerence with the other maestros. And if anybody wants to pause to read that, feel free. I'm moving on though. Okay. Yeah, it's always a surprise when you want to just read an ID and then there's story that's in the skills, but like you kind of gotta read it, and you know, I don't want to miss it, but like I do want to get to the rest of the skill. Okay, default of 5 attack weight on skill 3-3. 14 base power, 3 coin power. Skill does not trigger the target's defense skills. On use, gain 5 poise, gain Shin. That star, min-max speed plus 2. Wow, she's slow. I just realized. Minimum speed of 3. That's okay. All right, yeah, she really needs the Shin then, because minimum speed of 3 is rough. Wow. Okay. Upon using a base, especially as a character that applies like, I mean, I guess she, you know, I guess it's good that she's slow, so then she can activate the burn and bleed after everyone, you know, applies it. But like, if she wants to do fragility, then like, would make sense that she goes sooner, but I guess for the bleed and burn activation, I guess it makes sense that she's not the fastest. Okay, that's fine. And she still gains speed from this as well. That's okay. Min-max speed plus 2 upon using base attack skill, gain 2 poise potency and plus 1 poise count. I forgot that she gets a ridiculous amount of poise from just every source in existence, apparently. Okay. Alright, Seaman's base attack skills deal plus 10% damage on critical hit, which she should be critting every turn. Every attack, actually. Take minus 20% damage from unopposed attacks and unbreakable points. Minus 20%? I thought it was going to be like minus 5, minus 10, but minus 20 from unopposed. Okay, alright, that's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, attack and remove this unit's first stagger threshold once per encounter. Does it show her stagger thresholds, or is that only in combat? I think only in combat, I'm guessing. Alright, anyways. Inflict 5 burn, inflict 2 bleed on hit, activate burn. So she has more activate burn than activate bleed, but that doesn't mean she doesn't have activate bleed, because she does have activate bleed, but just in less cases than the activate burn. That's all. Okay, taxidermied and immobilized. Does the foe lie in the trace of... In the trace, the blade has rent in space. Such blade work is oft of utter keenness that its victims know not that they have been hewn, or even if they are somehow cognizant of the fact that they are fixated by a blade trail that has seized the space they inhabit, only to bleed when the moment passes, yet the difference lies in how it cuts. The blade has indeed Hone a singular trace, yet in sheathing it, the wielder has conjured in their minds a multitude of slashes that has followed the same path, the most precise technique. Oh my god, there's more. Oft have I come across techniques such as that slash in the days following the incidents, techniques that seem to contradict the very nature of the casualty. Sorry, causality. Finger season. Burn season. See, I feel like I had a good call of sharding 4th match flame before season 6 ended. Spider season. Yeah, I guess. We did get quite a few spider houses. Well, one house of spiders, but you know what I mean. Alright, now for the defense skill, which there's only one of, luckily. And it's an evade, which is good. 4 and 10. Okay, I mean, alright, it's not bad. Could have been a little bit higher, but Phantom Step sounds fancy. Combat start targets one of the House of Spiders allies with the lattermost deployment order, 2 times per turn. At 1+ Stirring Severance, target one additional ally. At skill end of all the skills equipped by target this turn, or if target is staggered, or if target does not have any skills remaining to be used, use Light Heavens. That, so the enhanced skill 1, or I guess more of an alternate skill 1 to be honest. The skill 1-2, that skill. Yes, but I do want to finish this skill and then the passives, and then I want to look at 4th Match Flame, Threadspin 5 to see if that's out. Actually, is it out? I don't know if it's out or not yet. I mean, it was in the trailer, right? So it should be. I mean, they didn't like post a thing on it, but I do want to check it out. Is it okay? Yeah, I'll do that after this ID, because this ID kind of just takes priority for me personally. Okay, so at 1+ that. All right. Target one additional ally. At skill end of all skills equipped by. I reread this, didn't I? I think I did. Although I had no idea what I was reading when I did. Skill end of all skills equipped by. Okay. So when you target your ally, you don't attack it until after they use whatever skills they have equipped for that turn. So if you're targeting an ally and you're faster than them, they will get to use their attack on an enemy before you hit them. Probably in case you either like kill them or stagger them. So I think it's for that specific scenario. So it kind of makes it so that you won't simply explode your ally before they get to attack. So if you're faster, they'll get to attack and then you'll explode them. So that's a very important thing to have. And once per identity. So I don't know why it says once per identity, because if they explode, they explode. Okay. I mean, maybe for the ones that don't explode. Maybe. Biggest change is the 4th skill? 4th skill? Oh, I'm guessing that's something for match flame. I'll be checking that out shortly. Okay, prioritizes House of Spiders, the Pinky, Apprentice Sinclair last. Combat start. Let's see now. I wonder if she can kill any ID that's not House of Spiders. I don't think she can. I mean, I'll test it very shortly, but I don't think she can kill IDs that aren't House of Spiders. And if she could, would she still kill Sinclair before or after them? We'll see. Combat start, gain +3 poise counts. On evade, gain 1 poise 3 times per turn. And that's once per turn. What you're pursuing is my phantom. Okay, I don't know why you had so much dialogue for every other skill. And then phantom step, you are pursuing my phantom. Sorry, what you're pursuing is my phantom. Okay, cool. Okay. Now for the passives. Okay. I forgot how many there were. All right, that's fine. It's fine. All right. Ooh, this will be easy. So easy. I mean, what I'll try to do is I'll try to read it quickly and then summarize is what I'll try to do. Okay. Upon entering the encounter for the first time, gain 0 entanglement and 0 string severance. Wow, that's... Oh, I'm so glad upon entering the encounter, nothing happens. That's so awesome. I always wanted nothing to happen when I enter the encounter. I'm so glad about that. Okay, upon entering the encounter for the first time, for every 3 House of Spiders identities in the loadout, including this unit, raise entanglements, max stack, capped by 1, max 3. So you need 9 House of Spiders IDs. So that means there's gonna be 2 Sinners that do not have a House of Spiders ID. So, which 2 Sinners do not have that? You don't have any... I do not think I have any House of Spiders IDs. Because I do not have anything from Season 7 right now. Not a single thing. I mean, there might have been Walp stuff that I might have, but anything else I just don't have currently. Because I haven't pulled on anything. That's good. Alright. Upon entering the encounter for the first time, for every 3 House of Spiders, I just read that. Okay, so you need 9 total. Or both 9, excluding Ryoshu. Unless it's including Ryoshu. I don't know. We'll see. If any of the House of Spiders allied identities are on the field, transfer HP damage taken to the House of Spiders identities as the lowest current HP percentage. That is a very cool mechanic. Yeah, I mean that's a cool mechanic. I don't think I need to say more about that. When this unit takes damage, that brings its HP down to 0. This unit's HP does not drop below 1 for the turn. That is very good. That is a very, very good passive to have. That means if 20 attacks are all attacking her, for that turn, she just won't die. She just won't die. See, now if she has bleed, and if she bleeds to death on the next turn, that's another story. But like on that turn, for the next 7 minutes, okay, she won't die. That's the point. Okay, 1 sprint counter. Apply the following effects based on the House of Spiders ally death. Gain 1 entanglement. For this counter, gain additional effects based on which of the House of Spiders identities was defeated. The House of Spiders Yisong, base attack skill used, convert final coin into unbreakable coin, deal plus 10% damage with base attack skills, unbreakable coins. Okay. With Dawn, on base attack skill use, gain 2 poise. Okay, on skill use, so every base skill attack you use, you gain 2 poise. Okay. It's not like she really needs more poise, but... Oh, actually no, there was a thing that boosted her damage with over a certain number of poise, so that might actually be okay for that. On crit, using base skill attacks, inflict 1 sinking. Okay, that's actually never mind. Yeah, no, that's good, because like just inflicting 1 sinking on every single hit, because she should be critting once again every single hit. She should be critting, so like infinite sinking, I guess, is good. Sure. And then House of Spiders, Middle Apprentice Ishmael, defense level +2, inflict +1 more burn potency using base skill. I mean, the burn, I'll take. The defense level, I don't think anyone cares about. I mean, yeah, the evade could use a little bit more power, but like it's not. I don't think anybody really cares about defense level, to be honest. House of Spiders, Honglu, gain somatic version inspiring melody. Min max speed +1, base attack skills, and gain clash power +1 and deal +10% damage. That is very good, because Shin, I think, was +2 min max speed, right? So this adds a third plus min max speed. So then she's going from 3 to 7 to 6 to 10, which did I do that right? You know, I did that right, I think. And gaining a clash power and 10% damage. at forever. That's probably one of the best effects she gets, honestly. Just a infinite bonus clash. Her skill 1 is gonna have ridiculous clashing power. Like that, it's gonna be so strong. Faust, gain shield equal to 10% HP at every turn starts. Okay, so it's gonna be what, 24? Maybe 25. It's not like an insane amount, but it's still shield. So yeah. House of Spiders, Sinclair, gain +1 poise count and 1 crit damage up at every turn start. So plus 10% damage on critical hit for every stack. So yeah, if she's critting every hit, then that's another 10% damage bonus permanently, and more insurance that she'll never run out of poise. So she just has so much stuff. Like, she just has a ridiculous amount of stuff. It's great. There are no identities left to substitute or return. Blade of House of Spider Ryoshu gains +1 skill slot for every 3. House of Spider's allies that are defeated max 3 times. Okay. Effect cannot increase skill slots beyond the maximum skill slot cap of this encounter. For certain game contents, this effect can activate regardless of the content, skill slot, and increase restriction. So that is like a very unique thing to have. Not a lot of IDs, well, no, 0 other IDs have anything like this where they specifically gain skill slots. Yeah, no other ID has that. See, you get easy with this. I did not see it yet. Sounds interesting though. Okay, yeah, so that's very unique. This identity only counts as an identity that applies burn, bleed, and poise, meaning that this sinking, it does not make this a sinking ID. Most likely, this is stated because of the Ring Yi Song incident where he had the very slight mention of other statuses in his kit, and he counted for like 7 keywords, and that was not good for MD because it made it too easy. So yeah, this is kind of to stop that from happening, but she still has 3 keywords, so. Sure, so many votes, it's unreal. 50 coin for 1. Ah, that sounds pretty cool. And I'm gonna hand on Ryoshu. What? Ah, I see. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to test out Ryoshu in like MD or with other House of Spiders IDs, since I'll be using the support for her to test her out if I'm able to find one. But I do still want to check her out after looking through this kit, and then after looking through 4th Match Flame, because that Threadspin 5 I think is supposed to be out, right? Okay, when conditions are met, change battle music for the rest of the encounter. I really want to see what happens with that, but I don't think I'll be able to. Like, she's probably going to need to have all of the House of Spiders allies die before the battle music can change, but I probably needs like maximum string severance, maximum entanglement, maybe Shin active. Yeah, no, that's funny though. Stern first. You know, she seems like a very good generalist unit, so I think I'm gonna find her very easy to slot onto all of these teams: poise, burn, and bleed. Like, she will definitely have a space on all of those. Bleed and corp might stay on temporarily, but like poise and burn, she's easily going on those teams immediately. Bleed she might fit on because of the activation, but she doesn't have as much activation for that as burn. But still a very good unit. Very good generalist as well, from what I'm seeing so far. Okay, change battle music for the rest of the encounter. Oh, hold on. For the rest of the encounter, not the rest of the turn. Okay, I did not even... I thought it was rest of... Okay, rest of the encounter. So it's not just Ricardo's little one-turn boombox and then you're done. The rest of the encounter. Okay. I guess she's slicing the concept of music into existence. Cool. This was more effective for Spiderhouse and Ryoshu. Kill or do normal theme. I feel like there's got to be different, very specific strats for different levels or game modes or bosses. I feel like it all depends on... I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I'm not exactly the optimize everything type of player. I'm more of like, I see if something's good in general, but then like optimization isn't like my thing. I've done enough optimizing in Railway 2 for the rest of the entire game, and I never want to optimize in this game ever again. The one room. Okay, anyways, things I dread seeing again always come back. The things I ache to see again never do. This is why I must steal my heart cold in the moment of reunion. Okay. Space-time. After image collapse. Wow, that sounds fancy. Where's my railway? Where is Railway 6? That's a good question. Turn start, inflict Phantom Trace on a random enemy and focus the counter to the core. Okay, so it's just on turn start. Inflict Phantom Trace on one additional random enemy for every 3 defeated House Spiders allied identities, max 3. And this doesn't say it disappears on turn end, which is cool. And max stack is 1, so it shouldn't inflict on the same person twice, right? Okay, that's not bad. Okay, maybe I should read the rest of this before saying that. Okay, so maximum of 4 per turn, I'm guessing, because this is 3 additional to the 1, so 1 plus 3 is 4, if anybody was wondering. Combat start. If an enemy has Phantom Trace, if an enemy that has Phantom Trace is the main target of the unit's base attack skills, use the enhanced skill 2 or skill 2-2, which is the you know, that one, as an unopposed attack before using the said base skill once per turn. On base attack skill use, and also when it was the skill 3, as it said on that skill, then it attacks all enemies with Phantom Trace instead of just the main target. Because it increases the attack weight to however many things have Phantom Trace, and then it prioritizes the things with Phantom Trace, so basically it just attacks all things with Phantom Trace. The phrasing is a little bit awkward on it, but that's how it works, I think. I'm like 90% sure about that. 85% sure about that. 75% sure about that. I'm like 70% sure about that. Anyways. The freezing-based attack skill once per turn. On-base attack skill use against the target that has Phantom Trace. Convert all coins of the said skill into unbreakable coins and gain final power +1. So that's an additional final power, and also unbreakable coin means that the 10% damage bonus from the Yisong bonus, because I think it was base skills. What was it? Base skills get their final coins turned into unbreakable coins, and then also all unbreakable coins on base skills deal plus 10% damage, I think, right? So that should do more damage with unbreakable coins. And gain final power +1. Gain 1 entanglement once per turn. Hold on, why are you gaining 1 entanglement? Oh, when you attack the thing with Phantom Trace. Okay. To be frayed without cease and face each frayed strand of the future, and again continue to sever within each and every one of those futures. To endure that much fragmentation without losing oneself. It's a hell of a lot of grit. Oh. Wait. No, I think I said that right. Alright. Star. That's very difficult to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, at 50 plus, activate rend space string connection. Is that the skill 3-3? Yes, it is. String connection is the 3-3. Echo shear is the 3-2. Nothing added is the base form. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, so activate 3-3 against a random enemy at the very end of that turn. Once per encounter. Once per encounter? What do you mean once per encounter? After using 3-3 due to this effect, apply the following effects on self. Cannot retreat from this encounter. Turn end at 50 plus. Starblade, replace a base skill with skill 3-2 at the start of at the next turn start. Prioritize the skill on the leftmost slots, bottom row on the dashboard. Sorry, nothing. That's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, so after you use the 3-3 for the first time, then you start activating 3-2 for the rest of the encounter once you get your 50 Starblade, which you get from inflicting blade. What was it? Blade. Trace blade. Blade trace. Tracing blade. Blade trail. After image. That's what it was. Okay. Cool. Star's Blade and Tiansha's Star Blade, if not merely one, but two Starforged blades have come to reside in your hands. Then I moved to wonder which Star's name. Is her sword a Star Blade? Two Starforged blades have come to reside in her hands. Hold on, and if she gets a third sword, right? And if she wields 3 swords. Okay. Alright. Okay, then I moved to wonder which star's name could possibly be ideal to represent you. The runner's father, too, must surely have furnished you with the tale that there had been stars which, at the terminus of immoderate coveting, were left broken and shorn. Thus I suggest you, of these 2 blades, appoint only one as yours. Okay, that's an interesting bit of dialogue. I mean, did the original say for the rest of the turn? Hold on, looky. I still have my. Where is it? Here's my ID review room. Hold on, I still have the Ryoshu image. Yeah, it says change battle music until turn end. That says change battle music until turn end. Hey, I mean, it's a good surprise though that we just get to keep it until encounter ends instead. I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. Hold on, my chance require. Not sure. I think also the the kit reveals, I think they're always subject to change as well, because there's been other times where they've changed some details around. I mean, I don't remember any specific examples, but okay. Okay, that I just read. Afterimage reverberation, 5 owns. Is there any other? Okay, none of the other passives require owning any resources, although they're also very important parts of our kit. This is actually very important. Well, semi-important. Okay, 5 owns deal plus 1% damage on critical hit using base attack skills for every 1 surplus of poise past 20 poise on self. Max 10% is a little bit disappointing because that means that after 30 poise, there's no points in gaining poise anymore, which is a little unfortunate since she's going to have infinite poise because this is the ideal hypothetical. Alright, on crit using base attack skills, inflict 1 Bully Trail after merge. So, okay, so she's inflicting Bully Trail on every crit hit, which should be every hit. And her seasonal Vow of Ego passive can be activated using attack skills targeting allies, because that did something about getting a kill boosting crit damage, I believe. So I guess if she kills an ally, then she'll boost crit damage, maybe, or something like that. I can check that in a second, because we're just about done with this. Support passive 3 Pride Resonance. When the ally with the earliest appointment order uses a base skill, the said ally gains 2 poise potency 3 times per turn. Does anybody care about this? Does anybody? Is anybody planning on using Ryoshu for her support passive? I don't think so. I mean, okay. All right. I mean, maybe if another ID that has poise is soloing and then is not Ryoshu, then like they can gain 6 poise potency per turn, but like I don't know. 30 balls off facing. That is unfortunate. I mean, she'll always be shardable next week until the end of the season, but then she'll be shardable again after the next season comes out. But she'll be shardable in a week. That's probably when I'll get her. I'll probably just shard her after the week thing or whatever. Okay. So that's all for Ryoshu's stuff, I'm pretty sure. No unique sanity mechanics, right? I don't think there's anything unique about it. Alright, let's look at her art. Ow, I feel like I just flashbanged myself. Okay. The suit is cool. The suit is so cool. She's just so cool. Like, is there another ID that looks this cool? Yes, there is. But like, she's just so cool. Bro, oh my god. Nah. She may be a mother, but I don't know if she has that title. Oh, is that Rhodia's suit on the ring ID? Dude, she's just so cool. Yeah. Let me check that really quick. Where's Rhodia? Oh, right, in the event thing. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, hold on. Is that? No, okay, no, that's not. Fourth match one. Fourth match one, where are you? You are an ego. Here you are. Thread spin! What is that? Spin chains. What in the world is a spin chain? What? What is a spin chain? What is this nonsensical? Yo, nah. No. What? 175 of Ryoshu's ego shards? Wait, hold on. How much thread can I have? I guess it's not shards, but like that's a lot of thread, you know. Wow. Okay. We can't just. What if I wanted to? Why? What is that conversion rate? Oh my god. That is horrible. Ugh. I mean, yeah, but like I also need enough thread to be able to uptie for every ID in the season. And that's gonna be a few thousand. Okay, well, let's look at this currently. So it does 21 and 16. Actually, what does it change? 21 and 16. Before attack, deal plus 5% damage. Huh, before attack? Deal plus 5%. Also, why is the awakening and the corrosion below the passive? That's a really weird placement for that. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm guessing it's also a 1-to-1 for these, right? Yeah. Okay. But for thread and other things, it's double. Right? Right. Actually, is it? Is that right? Yeah, that is right. It's double for anything that's not Ryoshu. And the universal shards. Okay. So before attack, deal plus 5% damage for every 1 total sum of burn on all targets. Maximum 100%. Hold on. What? Deal plus 5% damage per 1 burn on target. So the difference is plus 5% damage for every 1 on all targets. Okay, so instead of plus 5% damage for every 1 on target, it's for every 1 on all targets. Or, yeah. So like among the 3 attack weight. Okay, it makes it a little easier to reach that 100%, which isn't like game changing, but it's still good. On kill, gain 2 attack power, but I don't think that changed much. On hit, deal burn on target times 2% of this coin's final damage, wrath damage, max 20%. Okay, so an additional, what, 20% of the coin's final damage. So it's just an additional 20% to the attack. Actually, hold on. Actually, no, that's not true. Additional damage. Okay, no, there's a difference between dealing an additional 20% damage and dealing an additional 20% damage of the coin's final damage. Because if it was additional damage, it doesn't take into account the fact that there's 3 attack weight, but because it says of the coin's final damage, that I think that means including all of the attack weights, and then it adds based off of that damage. So I think that should boost it even further. So really it's like 60% damage bonus from the default. So that, I mean, is that how that works? It might be. I mean, either way, that sounds good. Okay, was that lowered? What was it originally? Okay, it was 42 and 22. What's the minimum that'll roll now? Skill power plus 4, so that'll be 46 minus 16. Minimum of 30 rolling on an unbreakable 3 attack weight. Cool. For attack, deal plus 5% damage for every that. Okay, 100%. Clash lose, base power minus 16. Okay, so don't lose the clash. I mean, it has a minimum of 30, so I don't know how that's gonna be lost. On kill, gaining 3 attack power up next turn. Failed kill, gain 3 attack power up and 10 burn next turn. Breakable coin on hit deal. Okay. The same thing as before, but max 30%, so it's kind of like 90% because I think it takes into account the 3 attack weight, potentially. Although, is that 90%? I don't know the exact math of that. I would need more time to work that out, but I'm not exactly here to do a math class. You know, we could be. You know, maybe after I go over everything, then I'll do that potentially if I feel like it. If I feel like it. On hit, inflict 4 burn. Great. Now for the passive. Let's look at the base passive. On every 4th skill that this unit uses, gains final power +4 and inflicts 4 burn on hit. And now Uptide. Okay, still has that. And also has, if the said skill is a Wrath skill, deal plus burn potency on all targets divided by 2%, additional damage max 20%. Burn potency on all targets divided by 2. So that takes into consideration attack weight then, additional damage max 20%. So I guess that might actually be able to be used on the seasonal ego potentially. And then if the said skill is an ego skill, apply the following effect at coin start of the first coin. If the said coin is a plus coin, heal 10 SP. If the said coin is a minus coin, lose 15 SP. This effect cannot reduce this unit's SP below 40. Sorry, below -40. That's good. So at coin start, first coin. Okay, so I think if you use the 10 SP to use the seasonal ego, you will heal your 10 SP back, so you'll be back at 45 SP when rolling with that coin if you use this for that. So this is kind of like to set up for the seasonal ego, I feel like, which is interesting. It also has stuff for minus coin stuff as well. I guess for corrosion, but I mean, who uses corrosion? Actually, this corrosion isn't that bad, Loki. I mean, it's pretty similar actually. Because the difference is what? 23, 39 versus 42. I mean, what, 3 stronger, but then it also has the another 10% on that. I mean, Awakening is probably still more consistent. Probably uses less SP as well. Oh, they use the same amount of SP, never mind. Okay. I mean, yeah, no, it looks strong, it looks good. I don't really want to currently use this without having even sharded the new ID yet though, but maybe when I do get the new ID, then I'll do that. Okay, right now I want to test it, is what I want to do most right now. Okay, what am I going to do? First, I'm going to get rid of my team that I used for the event that I didn't actually do. I mean, oh wait, did I claim the... You know, I'll worry about that another time. Right now is Ryoshu time. That works, first try. And we got 4th Match Flame tier 5 and the other ego. That works, I don't know why Soda's on there, but... Okay. Do we have any House of Spiders IDs? You know, we gotta burn bleed, huh? We gotta burn bleed. That we can run. Burn bleed for sure. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny? Captain Ishmael is burn bleed. As ridiculous as it is, she's technically burn bleed, which is so ridiculous that she is burn bleed, but she is burn bleed. You know who else is burn bleed? Oh my god, he's actually burn bleed though. Yeah, and Corpse Sinclair is burn bleed. Who else is burn bleed? I mean, you're burn, not burn bleed. Are you burn bleed? No. Who else is burn bleed? You're kind of burn bleed, not really, but kinda. Faust isn't really. Dawn is bleed. Faust is burn. She doesn't exactly have a good bleed ID. Honglu. Yeah, everyone knows this is a great burn ID. Yeah, one of the best burn IDs for sure. Yeah, no, I'll not pass. You. You know, for now we'll just do this, Loki. Yeah, no, I don't know what else I'm supposed to. Actually, I can be burned for a minute. Maybe Blood Fiends. I mean, I feel like the Blood Fiends Blood Fiend IDs are probably better than their burn variants. Never mind. Well, actually, they're both kind of good on that one. Fire Fist. Yeah, Fire Fist does have a really good count, though. Okay, so Ryoshu is 1. Our Assault is 2. Alright, let's alternate between Bleed and Burn now. Alright, well, this is kind of our Bleed Burn. Okay, Bleed, Burn. Bleed, Burn. And then... I mean, this is the final Blood Fiend ID, so it's like, we might as well. Oh, then again, we're not using Blood Fiend Gregor, so it's like, what's the point? Need one more Bleed Burn. Well, I mean, he's Bleed Burn. So is Captain Ishmael, but I think Captain Ishmael is probably more Bleed Burn than he is, actually. I think Captain Ishmael is more Bleed Burn. Because she has it on her skill 2 and 3. He's like, sometimes has it on his skill 3, but not always. Maybe Captain Ishmael then. She, I do not think, has any poise. Oh, actually, no, she does have poise. But she does have burn for some reason. I don't know why she has burn, but she does. I actually also thought it was only on her skill 3, but I guess she also has it on her skill 2 for some reason. She only has poise on her skill 3, which is super weird. Yeah, no, that's a weird unit. Very weird ID. Okay, I feel like that's a decent enough team. I mean, we can kind of just throw on some other IDs just for fun. Not like they're ever gonna get used, because I don't really plan on having my team get obliterated, but anyways. You know what? Maybe I do plan on having my team get obliterated. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. She's just so cool.
이 시계소리 또한 끊어지겠지.
The ego. And what resources does it need? 4 and 2. Oh, we can get that off turn 1 easy. Who is she attacking? The... Alright, almost. Not quite. Almost Ryoshu. Almost. Probably should have had Ishmael defend, so then we would have gained a guaranteed pride resource, because this skill's probably not going to hit properly. That is definitely a strat. Definitely a strat. Okay, I guess everyone got their skills off, so I guess we can activate the ego already. But I don't really want to activate it with negative SP. Okay, I kind of want to see how while she does damage normally
이중적발
for a sec. Just to give her a little SP as well. Why is she getting that? I guess she hasn't done anything. Oh, I do see this picture on. That's great. It's really great. Okay, Ryoshu, it's time for you to pull up. Okay, you're not Ryoshu. This is not your showcase. There she is. She's just so cool. I can barely see a thing that's happening, but she's cool. Okay, she's also like the slowest ID on the team. Like how is she managing that? So why does she only have skill ones? What is she doing? Okay, let's pop ego. Let's do this one first, and I want to do the other one next. Sacrifice everyone. I don't think that'll exactly work, since everyone's a little bit strong. I think they're gonna clashable counter, and then they'll kill people by accident. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's see Ryoshu use ego now. Let's see it. Oh, okay, thank you for hitting tails. I'm really glad that you hit tails. Okay. Alright, that was a tails hit, so it did like half damage. Probably would have done more if it didn't hit tails. We could use it back to back, but I want to wait for it to hit 4 turns because then I'll use the other ego. Because I think that would go well. Okay, let's just defend with everything, so then we get a pride affinity to use the ego. Point at turn 2. Oh yeah, also I don't think she stabbed anybody yet. Okay, and oh, she has, huh? She's at 1 entanglement, but she has 0 gained? How does that work? Okay, that's a little confusing, but okay, she can use the ego now, but I kind of want her, you know what, it's fine. It's fine, we'll just use it now. It's fine. And she doesn't need resonance to boost her attack weight because she's a default attack weight of 7. So that's cool. Okay, let's wait for her to activate it. Here she goes. She should go back up. Hopefully she does decent damage. Oh, the lag. Only 5 in her attack weight right now. Might be the only 5 left alive at the same time. Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty good. All heads hits. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty acceptable. Okay, I don't know how that guy survived, but... Okay, so it wasn't even her full attack weight, because there wasn't even enough enemies for it. But, I mean, she's strong. I feel like it's kind of hard to showcase her whole kit, especially in what's the word? In this human encounter type mode, because she, you know, I want to solo with her. It's hard to showcase her here where she doesn't have the nurse father IDs on the team. Sweeper. Yeah, that's okay.
곧 당신들의 원망대로 끝물을 우물이 되면
Okay.
잊고 싶은
Ryoshu,
무언가를
first try.
언제든 어떤 것이든 갈아버릴 구덩이가 되면
Ryoshu, first
내게
try.
거미지.
Okay, yeah, first try.
당신들이
That's what I wanted. That is what I want. This.
저마다 외면받아
What a
집에서
perfect
버렸지.
Ryoshu.
기억조차
Perfect
하고 싶지
egos in
않은
every
당신.
single slot.
버려질 거라고.
Okay, wow, she has a long voice line for... She's still going? Oh my god, that took like a minute. That was crazy. Alright, we're not looking at a single passive, by the way. We're just sending it. We're just sending it.
거미집도 지금까지
Okay, thank you, Ryoshu. Thank you. Okay. So, as everyone knows with solos, you evade. That's what you do in a solo,
그려낸 대로
is you just evade. And then you hope that you don't die. I don't know if she's doing a great job at that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't... Alright, I don't know how in the world she managed that, but
그려낸
alright.
대로
Okay, I think burn might stagger her, unfortunately. Even if she... Once... I didn't realize she failed her fade. And she's dead. Alright.
하고 싶지 않아.
But that didn't happen. I'm so glad there is not a timeline where we allowed Ryoshu to just be absolutely obliterated by that. So glad that we did not allow that to happen.
안 끝났어.
That's a long dialogue.
내가 곧 당신들의 원망대로 끝물을 우물이 되면
That's a lot.
잊고 싶은 무언가를 언제든 어떤 것이든 갈아버릴 구덩이가 되면 가장 먼저
Okay.
내게 버려질 자들은
Alright. I'm just gonna...
당신들일 거야.
Thank you, Ryoshu.
저마다 외면받아
thank you.
집에서 버렸지.
Alright, let's try that again.
하고 싶지 않은 당신들이
Okay, with
버려질
the
거라고.
correct Ryoshu. There we go. Don't
반드시
evade, but evading is the strat.
아비들도
Oh wow, she's still...
지금까지
Okay. See, I think she just needs to evade and evade well.
그려낸
See,
대로
now she needs to evade the fastest unit. That's the issue. She needs to be faster. She needs to evade the leftmost attack. And the leftmost attack needs to be the fastest.
안 끝났어.
That's what we need.
내가 곧 당신들의 원망대로 끝물을 우물이 되면
Okay,
반드시
first try.
된다.
First try, first slot.
아비들도 거미집도
Easy.
지금까지 와.
It, I think, does work here. Okay, wait, this might be optimal.
그려낸 대로
No. Okay. No, because she will evade the one that she's selected on. So she's gonna evade, but she's just gonna do it late in the chain, because that one's the slowest. So it's gonna be... Okay, yeah, see, she does use it, but not soon enough. The optimal situation is that she has 7 speed, and the highest speed enemy is the top left one. That is the optimal situation. Whatever happened in focus. Only hit the leftmost. See, the thing is, if the leftmost has the highest speed, then she's fine.
내가
So we just need the leftmost one to have the highest
당신들의
speed, and
원망대로
that's it.
끝물을 우물이 되면
Once we hit that 1 in 4 or 5 chance,
거미집도
right? I don't
지금까지
know about that. Is that the case? Is the right side always the fastest? I've not heard of that before. See, I thought the speed was random.
아직
Unless it's not.
내가 곧 당신들의 원망대로 끝물을 우물이 되면 잊고 싶은 무언가를 언제든 어떤 것이든 갈아버릴 구덩이가
Okay,
되면
let's run it
반드시
back.
된다. 아비들도 거미집도 지금까지 와.
Was that... See, I've never actually paid attention to enemy speed, actually. No, that's not true. That's not speed. It's just rare. Maybe it's a turn 1 thing? Maybe it's a turn 1 thing. It's not evade. I feel like I can't just not evade though, right? Like, because then all the others are gonna hit Ryoshu. Because if I attack, then like, I mean, I guess she'll gain some SP, but like then that's it. Okay, let's try this one more time. Just once. Just this once. Okay. This is gonna be the last attempt at this. Alright, okay. Why should you only have skill 1s? Only have skill 1s. What's happening? I am attempting to not let Ryoshu die in a solo, and it's not going very well. So, you know, if she could just be a little bit faster, then like this wouldn't be a problem. But no. Okay, this is going alright so far. Okay, I don't know why it's like that. Struggling! Really? Really? Really, Ryoshu? Really? Alright, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Okay, what did I say? What did I say, Ryoshu? What was that? What did I say? So, yeah, so getting hit means you get hit, and not getting hit means you do not get hit. So when I say don't get hit, that means you're supposed to not get hit. I don't know if Ryoshu understands that, but that's the wrong Ryoshu. That wasn't even Ryoshu. That's a level 1. Okay. There we go. What's speed matter? For the order of attack. Okay, she's fast though, but I don't think, yeah, no, because if she's doing this against the speed of 2, like if they were all the same speed, then she would evade all of them, but they're not all the same speed. Is there, okay, 2 to 5, 2 to 5. If they're all the same speed, then it'll work. The one where I just didn't even finish the song. See, now if all the speed are the same, like if the numbers just line up, then it'll be fine. It'll be completely fine if the numbers just line up. They just all got to be the same number. So what chance is that? It's like a 1 in... Oh, what's that number? I mean, how many enemies are there? And then how many possible speed combinations are there? You can. They just all need to be the same speed, and you need to get very lucky. I think you can, though, is the thing. Because, like, if the speed is all the same, then they'll attack in order from left to right. So then, if you dodge the first one, you'll just dodge the rest. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 92% sure about that. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Oh wait, was that the one that had the phantom thing on it? You attack. I mean, that's just because you attack though, or because you win the clash. It's not really about not evading though. It's just about clashing. Attack orders, slowest, first. Yeah, attack order is from highest speed to lowest, but I think it also goes from left to right as well. So like I think this one will attack before that one, right? Potentially. It might be. Okay, yeah, because these two are slower than every single other one, Ryoshu is about to get hit by 5 attacks. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. That's not gonna be good.
그려낸 대로.
You know, why don't we just... Wait, hold on, is she actually okay? Hold on, never mind. Never mind. You know, I thought she was gonna be fine for a second, because she was just tanking like crazy, but nah. Nah. So now maybe with support passives, but like, that's not fun.
곧 당신들의 원망대로 끝물을 우물이되면
Okay.
잊고 싶은
Ryoshu...
언제든
No.
어떤 것이든 갈아버릴 구덩이가 되면
No.
가장 먼저 내게
No.
버려질 자들은 거미지
No.
당신들일 거야. 저마다
Yes.
외면받아 집에서 버렸지. 기억조차 하고 싶지 않은
Hold on,
당신들.
where's tonight's tier 5 4th match flame? Where's tier 5, huh?
반드시
tier 5 go?
팬다. 아비들
Here as well.
거미집
Ryoshu is a cool ID. See now, if they all could have been the same speed, that would have been great. Or if some of them could have been slower than that one, but no. Of course not.
그려낸 대로.
Of course not. Why would they be? Okay. Alright, that did a little bit of damage. Alright, okay. Alright, I get it. Okay, you can... Oh, staggered on turn 1. Okay, she'll just not die. She'll just not die. I mean, yeah, but I also have 0 House of Spiders IDs, so... See, now it looks like it's going bad, but she'll actually live to the next turn, and then she'll only explode after reaching the next turn because she has 1,000,000 burn on her. But she'll at least live for like 2 seconds, right? Right? See, now if only she had a healing ego. Oh wait. Oh wait. She actually does have a healing ego. Well, I have all of them. I'm so glad. Good for you. I don't know what to tell you. Congratulations.
안 끝났어. 내가 곧 당신들의 원망대로 끝물을 우물이되면
Okay, there's
잊고
tier
싶은
5.
무언가 반드시 팬다. 아비들도
He's
거미집도
got Ryoshu, Kirishima,
지금까지.
that. Sure, that's a good question. I wonder, because yeah, Ryoshu wouldn't be able to kill Ishmael there then. Yeah, no, yeah, I was looking at the skill 1 numbers earlier, and yeah, I don't know why she can roll that high. It's like, like even in the kit preview, I had a feeling she was gonna roll a 17, like by default, and then on top of that, she also gets a bonus 2.6 repeating clash power from the 1 bonus, and then she gets another clash power from Hong Lu with his killing him buff. Like she just gets so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Okay, she's not gonna evade any of these. Okay, she's just gonna die. Well, she's gonna be staggered, and then she's gonna go to 1 HP, and then she's gonna be burning to death, and then it's gonna be the next turn, and then she's gonna die.
한다 해도
Ah,
끊어지지
I didn't think of that. Wait, hold on. That's actually so smart. Whoa. Someone needs to test that immediately.
아직 안 끝났어.
It's
내가
actually
곧
that
당신들의
actually might be the
원망대로
new strat.
분모를 우물이 되면 잊고 싶은 무언가를
Okay, I'm just
언제든
rolling the boulder up
어떤
the hill
것이든
right now.
갈아버릴
This is
구덩이가
not.
되면 가장 먼저
This is
내게
not it
빠질
right now.
자들은 당신들을 반드시 팬다. 아비들도 거미집도
2013-5.
지금까지
I think it looks good. I mean, it's interesting that they allow different options for crafting it, like whether people want to use shards or thread. That's interesting that they give an option for that now. It's all cool. Yeah, that's new. I mean, yeah, I guess there was the uptying giving the option between regular ego shards and seasonal,
안 끝났어.
like the
내가
anybody
곧
ego
당신들의
shards,
원망대로
but
끝모를 우물이 되면 잊고 싶은 무언 반드시 팬다.
yeah. And then as for what it does, I mean, it adds a
지금까지
like, I think, was it like 60% damage, or I mean, it's strong. I feel like it complements the okay, that's the wrong ego. It complements the seasonal ego, I feel like, for sure. So that's good. Okay, there's actually 3 with the same speed, so we're gonna evade that.
그려낸 대로
And hopefully she'll evade the 3 that are the same speed. Come on. Okay, that's okay. Ryoshu? So, yeah, what was that? Ryoshu, why? What did you use your evade once? What? Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody needed to say that. I think we already knew.
그려낸 대로
I don't think it needed to be said. Yeah, it's kind of just Ryoshu getting beat up, which isn't really much. I mean, I've watched her evade people like multiple times, so it works on enemies as well. It works. Her evade evades. So
이 시계
don't
소리도
think-
끊어지겠지.
I mean, I don't think it targets them with the evade though, because that wouldn't make sense. Like, it targets them for using the skill, but not like for the evade. I think the targets, I think that just means for the skill 1-2. I think, right? Like, I don't think it's for the other thing or whatever. Okay, she's getting staggered this turn. Yeah, no, she's not living that. Is she? No. No, she's not.
그려낸 대로
Maybe she is actually. Is she faster than them? Maybe she is. Yeah, I think like 2 seconds ago she just didn't dodge anything.
하고 싶지 않아.
But I mean, for the most part, it works fine. Although then again, that is me testing without any other allies. Okay, I'm so glad that we're in this situation. Yeah, so you know, maybe we'll just maybe we'll just back out of that for a second.
아직 안 끝났어.
Yeah.
내가 곧 당신들의 원망대로 끝물을 우물이 되면
You know what?
잊고 싶은 무언가를
Yeah, I think
언제든 어떤 것이든 갈아버릴 구덩이가 반드시 팬다.
I think
거미줄
that we need
그려낸 대로 낮도 밤도 지
Alright, what is with the absolute disrespect? Watching someone else like what? Like what? Huh? I'm doing what I can. That's all I can do.
그려낸 대로
I I don't even know what else to say.
그려낸 대로
Yeah, I know. I don't have her team. That's that.
순간이 닿아도 베어내리라.
I just don't have her team.
낮도 밤도 지 숨이 닿도록 베어내.
I feel like a lot of her kit is definitely locked behind the House of Spiders IDs though.
그려낸 대로
See, I just don't have a team. I mean it's fine. I just didn't pull for any of the IDs. I was just waiting for the end of the season to shard them.
베어내리라.
That's it.
원망도 연터지나.
Hold on, why am I seeing wave 2? Why are there waves? Are there normally waves?
그려낸 대로
It's still got it. I feel like it's like the most important middle ID to have.
닿도록 베어낼 것. 원망도
It's probably better than Ishmael's, right? Pretty sure it's better than Ishmael's. Okay, I kind of forgot what the numbers look like on him.
낮도 밤도 지
Although it's Ricardo, like of course it's
숨이
gonna be good.
닿도록 베어낼 것. 숨 막히도록 견뎌와.
Oh,
절박하게 갈망했으니
that's cool.
헤아릴 수 없이 저주했으니
That was cool. Did we get the music now? Oh, it's this mode. Okay, I don't know how she got to 4 entanglement, but or is that just the max stack? Maybe it's just the max stack. Wait, hold on, is this the... Oh, it's this skill. And she's gonna use it. She's gonna use 1 coin and it's gonna be over. It's gonna be 1 coin and it's done. I'm gonna have to like pause it as she kills it because I don't want to waste my modules on this one. No, I can't. Actually, wow, it's like which passive do I want? Okay, what's that one? Damage up for every missing HP, maybe. What's this one? Attack and okay, don't need that. All right, so let's do this. And then
그려낸 대로
how much damage? Oh, choose that first before even using the other skill. Okay, well that's it. I can't figure out what song she's meant to play though. Because I don't know if she's gonna play
아직 안 끝났어.
What's it? What's the one with an S?
곧 당...
Is it that one? Or is it Saikai? That's what it's called, right? Because that's the name of the passive. So I feel like it would make sense if the name of the passive was what they changed the battle music to. But at the same time, the like the sword thing would also make sense. Like it really could be either. I just don't know. I couldn't exactly tell from the 10-decade ramp up of not having a single team member for her. That does hurt a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like quite a lot. I mean, I feel like low-key, like I can't really. I mean, I used her skill. Actually, did I even get to use her skill 3? Well, this one I didn't even get to use. You know what? Let's just watch the thing in the extraction at this point. Wow. Wow, look, it's the new ID. Wow, look, that's. Oh, that's the. What is that? The skill 1, and that's the enhanced skill 2 that activates when you use that one attack. I don't even know what that attack was. Okay, she just got slapped, and now she's killing her teammate. Oh, never mind, she's actually not killing her teammate. Okay, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay, where even is she? Where even is that? I misclicked. Is that the... Is that in Kanto 9? I don't remember that background. Oh, yeah, no, that's in Kanto 9. Never mind. Never mind. $355, $325 on... House Spider's Faust. Okay. So what's the highest damage she can do? Is it with this? No. I feel like it's with this. Rend Space. I feel like this has got to be her highest damage skill. I feel like it's got to be. Right? Because if she gains 4 extra coin 1s and gains 9 coin power. Wait, hold on. That'll be 10 coin power instead of 9. I messed up on my calculation earlier. So that's a lot of damage. Hold on, 10 times 21 is 210. 16 times 6, I don't remember. How was it? Well, it's 60 plus. Wait, no, I mean, wait, hold on. 10. Okay, 96 plus 210 is 306. So that's the default damage. Oops. And then. Oh, right, it has 3 attack weight too. Okay, we'll do the plus 50% damage afterwards. The slash damage equal to entanglement times 4% of this coin's final damage. Entanglement times 4%. So that's 36% of the coin's final damage. It's not real thing. Gets 3 more. Ah. I mean, I don't think it's 3 more skill slots max, is it? Or, well, I think it's from her, like 3 extra skill slots from the allies, but I think she should be able to get more naturally, like outside of that effect, right? Unless she can't get more than 3 extra. Which I feel like it would be weird to do that for her, though. I feel like it wouldn't really make sense. Okay, wait, hold on. So 36% of that coin's final damage, so 60... Hold on. The last coin is rolling 76. What? Huh. Huh. I guess it is. Alright. Kind of weird, but okay. Okay, 76 times... Okay, wait, so 306 total. 76 times 0.36 equals 27.36, but it's actually that times 3. So 82.08, but we'll just round to 82 because it's simpler that way. So 82 plus the original 306. 306. Oh wait, hold on, no, not yet. Still the 82 times 1.3 for the plus 30% damage on crit, and then oh, actually, I didn't even account for the consume all blade trail after image on target. Deal slash damage equal to blade trail after image consumed by 10%. So 10% of this coin's final damage. So it's an additional. Okay, so it's actually 46%. Or is that how it works? Yeah, no, it is 46%. Okay, so 76 times 0.46. 34.96 times 3 is 104.88. And that times 1.3 is 136.344 on that final hit, and then added back to the 306, but then minus the 76, and then add the, wait, was it 230? Okay, so wait, so the wait, the 136.344 plus 230 is 366.344, and then okay, so that's the base damage, well, not counting the crit. So there's another 25% bonus. So times 1.25 is 457.93. And then there's other bonuses too. Okay, that's, although that's consume. So, oh, actually that's on the last one though. So, no, I guess it is still times, okay, so times 1.1 again, so 503.723, and then passives, Yeah, I personally am waiting to shard after a week. But that's just me. If people want to pull, they can definitely pull. Okay, another 10% bonus for unbreakable coins, so times 1.1 again, so 554. And then sinking, don't worry about this one. Plus 10% damage times 1.1 again, 609.504, 83. Crit damage up, another 10%, so times 1.1. 670.455. And then is that it? I think that might be it now. Phantom Trace. I didn't take into account Phantom Trace. I did not take into account Phantom Trace. Oh, there's this as well, so it's another 10%, so times 1.1. 737 damage. Does she really do that much damage with one skill? That's kind of a lot. Oh, I forgot her passive can make her do even more. Right, I think that gives her more crit damage bonus, so that's another like times 1.1. So that's 811.25. Like actually, what even is this skill? Oh, and she gains final power, so that's actually even more. Because now I have to. Well, I'm not gonna read it, because then it'll just add a whole bunch of numbers, because it'll add like, what, 6? But then all the multipliers as well. But it's not even worth adding at this point, it's just too much. It's a lot of damage. Right now the calculation is at over 800 damage for the one skill. If I calculated it right, which I definitely didn't, because that is ridiculous. I just realized that's also still only for a single target. I didn't even take into the account it has 3 attack. If I do that times 3, that's over 2,400 damage. There's no way she does that much damage. There's no way. There's just no way. Like... Hold on, should I... I'm kind of curious now. Is this... Alright, let's actually figure this out. Alright, so... 16... plus 10. Actually, no. With final power. Okay, what's even the calculation for this? 16 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Hold on. How does one write this out? Speak from experience and say from her does not do that much damage on the skill. See, I'm trying to figure out how much she does with maximum conditionals. Like all conditionals completely maxed. There's no way I'm doing these numbers right, because they would be way too high. Okay, because the So there's the base power, right? Base power. The coin 1 that gets reused up to 4 times. And the final coin. So the let me scroll a little bit in here. Okay, because that's 4. So okay, wait. The skill loses 1 base power and gains an extra coin 1 for every one of those. So gains 4 extra coin 1s, and then loses 4 base power. So that goes down to 12 actually. So then this is 12. And then gains, okay, yeah, so 5 coin 1s, 1 coin 2, and then 12 base power. And counts. Oh, I did not even think of that. I did not even think of including that. I definitely should be though. Oh my, I forgot about this as well. Oh my god, this is awful. Why does she do so much damage? She has so many multipliers on her. This is horrible. In the best way possible. Okay, final coin gains coin power for re-entanglement on self, and that goes up to 9, which is why it's 10 coin power, because 1 plus 9 is 10. And then plus 15% damage for every excess attack weight. We're not counting that because we're counting maximum damage, which is using the attack weight to the fullest. Attack end, raise, entanglements, minimum attack. Last 100. Avocado. Doesn't get him. I have several times after Ryoshu. Got her. Oh, nice. I mean, I guess polling worked out. I feel like if there's any ID that would be good to get, it's Ryoshu. Faust Capstone gonna have 5 pages minimum. Yeah, Faust is gonna be interesting. I think she's gonna be the last one, right? Or because she's gonna be the 12th canto or something, right? I think. Supposedly. Okay, so this 50% we're ignoring. Raise entanglements, cap by 1, reset entanglement on self to the minimum stack. Okay, that's not attack end though. Okay, so okay, regular stuff for that. Okay, now for the coin 2 is consume all bully trail. Target tail slash damage equal to bully trail. Consumed divided by 10%. What is coin's final damage? So we're assuming maximum damage, so 100 divided by 10 is 10% of coin's final damage. So that would be what? That would be well, it would be 60, okay, 72. Okay, final coin damage. 72, and then that times see, I used it briefly, but I don't exactly have the full team for it, so it wasn't exactly the most climactic thing. But yeah, I did look over all of the kit already, but right now I just want to calculate the Well, at least I'm trying to calculate the highest maximum damage because I'm just curious about it. Because I just want to see how strong she actually is. Because at first I was getting a number over 1,000, which doesn't make sense, but so now I'm running it back. Yeah, no, I don't currently have the ID though. Probably gonna shard it after a week though. What do you think? I mean, I feel like people keep hyping her up for solos, but like the reason why she's good for solos is because you put her in with a team and then she kills her entire team and then she's good for solos. But like she needs to kill her team first to actually ramp up. That's the thing. Shard. See, I'm just like the free-to-play mindset is like ingrained into me. Okay, 30% damage on crit. Okay, not gonna worry about that for a second. So much damage equal to blade trail after merge consumed by 10%. 10% of coin's final damage, so 1.1. On crit, deal slash damage equal to entanglement times 4% of its coin's final damage. So that would be 1 point. Oh wait, actually no, that's not how that works. It's not a multiplier. It is not a multiplier. It is plus. Oh wait, hold on. $1.3 times 72, and then that number is the plus 0.1% plus 0.36%. So that can be condensed to 0.46%. Right? Yeah, no, that can be consolidated to 0.46% of the 1.3 times 72. See, I'm just so curious how much damage she does, because it looks like a lot. Okay, so that's that, and then okay, so then there's let's get that number really quick. So 1.3 times 72. Let's check that. 1.3 times 72 is 93.6. So 93.6 plus 0.46 is the same as 93.6 times 1.46. Is that true? I believe it is. And that number would be 136.656. That burn proc on crit. Not only burn, but bleed as well. So that's an additional 198 damage. And that's on a triple AoE as well, so it's actually that much times 3. So that alone is already like 600 damage. So that's not even added in yet. Best team from the Nurse Fathers. The Nurse Fathers with Burn Bleed. Like Nurse Fathers is probably the best team, and then after that is Burn Bleed, and then after that is Burn, and then after that is Bleed, and then after that is, well, I mean, Poison isn't really a team, because I think she seems very self-sufficient. If I'm missing... I think as long as you have, like, some of the Nurse Fathers, it's fine. I think the IDs with Burn Bleed are definitely good for her, because she activates Burn and activates Bleed. But, like, that's a huge part for a kit. The fact that she can include that in her damage potential is just very big, because like that's a potential 200 damage in one skill. That's not even the damage of the actual skill. Like it's just off of a conditional or whatever. Like that's just huge damage potential. So burn bleed would definitely be good for her, but she can probably fit into either burn or bleed, and then poise she seems pretty self-sufficient on. Yeah, if she's activating burn more often, especially since she doesn't have a cap like on 30, like how some of the Liu IDs do. Interesting. Cap on many times. Yeah, I guess it says as many times as you use the skill, and she can use it. She has it on more than just her skill 3 as well. Like her enhanced skill 2 has it as well. Although it's more of like a separate skill 2 or skill 2-2, because it's not really like an enhanced skill 2 as much as it is like something she activates when she attacks a enemy with a specific status, but we'll get to that very shortly. Final coin damage, that, and then this number was it 10 times 21, because it was, what was it? Okay, wait, 12 times 6 is 72. That took me too long. And then if it's 6 coins and all 10 power, because 5 coins is that times 15, so 6 should be 21, so it's still 210, so 210 and 72 is 282, so 282 minus 72 from the final coin is 210. Okay, so then 210 plus that number is 346.656, I think, right? I believe. She ranked the best IDs. She is good. She's a very good ID. Even with the IDs we have out currently, she's a very good ID. Like, she just has such high potential right now. She's strong. See, right now, this number that I'm calculating right now is like without all of her damage multiplier. This is like her base damage right now. Like, this is not even her full damage calculation yet. I just realized I did the final coin damage wrong. I just realized I did that wrong. Okay, I gotta redo that. So back to 210 plus that number. Okay, let's do this again. 72 times 1.3 is the crit damage. So that equals, what was it? 72 times 1.3, 93.6. But the final coin damage, if it's AoE of 3, is that times 3. Oh, I just remembered. Thank you for reminding me of a thing in this passive where she gains 1 final power. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no. She gains a final power. So I gotta now redo all this. Well, not like all of it, but actually, no, all of it. Okay. 3. Does that that works, maybe. Okay, these numbers have to be changed a little bit. So it's probably 73 now, which isn't a huge difference, but it still is a difference. This number's different. It's probably only 6 more though, or actually 5? Hold on, 13 times 5 plus 150, it's 13 times 5. Wait, I don't need to calculate for that, it's 50 and then 15. So 65 plus 150 is 215. Hold on, I should not have needed to spend so long on that. Here's the summer salts canto. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, especially since he's like the character that like is known for not speaking a lot. Okay, 215. And then this number, the 93.6, will be. Well, let's go back to the second coin. So. Slash damage. Right, that's the 1.46%. So then, but it's of the coin's final damage, and because the attack weight is 3, then that means that it's 93.6 times 3. 93.6 times 3 equals 208.8 times 3 equals 280.8, I mean. And then that times 1.46 is times 1.46. Also, nobody ever organized your math like this ever. This is very wrong to do. I just realized I also typed this in wrong a little bit. It's not an 8, that is a 9. It's meant to be an 8 though. And then 409.968. That's 215 times 3 is wait, hold on, something's wrong. .46. Oh, yeah, no, that was wrong. Hold on. Times, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. I need 0.46 of this number, and then I have to add that back to the 93.6. That's wrong. Okay, so 280.8 times 0.46 is 129.168, and that back into the 93.6 plus 93.6 equals 222.768, and then that number goes back into the number. So this isn't times 3. So it's that plus 222.768. Which would be 437.768. And then there's the other things to calculate. So let's do that. 437.768. So there's the blade trail after image. Blade trail. Okay, hold on. Let's do it this way. 1.1 from blade trail. Okay. Then there is Piece of power, kills another, things extra skill slot. I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like she should have highest priority order. I don't know. I don't know if she's supposed to gain more skill slots than normal. Yeah, that part I'm not super sure about myself, to be honest. Okay, plus 10% from Shin. So 1.1 from Shin. Doesn't gain those 2 skill slots. Yeah, it's not like the most obvious or clear description that they could have made. Yeah, no, it's a little bit confusing still, to be honest. But oh well. Okay. Is that okay? That doesn't give more damage. Here it does though. Okay, Unbreakable Coins dealing plus 10% damage with base attack skills, and there's a thing that when she attacks with it converts it to Unbreakable Coins, so plus 10% from Yisong. So 1.1 Yisong. 10% from Honglu. 1.1 Honglu. Crit damage up, so another 10% from Sinclair. 1.1 Sinclair. Okay. Phantom Trace. See now, I think on the skill 2 it consumes it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, attack and Phantom Trace expires. And we're not going to count this in the damage with it because that would be a little bit too ridiculous. But using the skill against an enemy with Phantom Trace does give it Unbreakable Coins is the thing. I believe. Actually, yeah, because it's turn start. Oh, actually, no, it's on base attack skill use. So she won't have Unbreakable Coins on all of it. Oh, so she won't have the final power bonus. Okay, that kind of just messed me up and my calculations up a little bit. Okay, so she doesn't get the final power from that, or the Phantom Trace bonus, which means all the numbers are off again, unfortunately. It's not 13, it is 12. It is 12, and then this is 210. Which means this is all off. I mean, at least I have the way that I got the numbers. So 72 times 1.3. Oh, hold on. I used 72 in the first place instead of 73. Okay, so all the numbers from there are right, because I used the wrong numbers. That works out. So then this is just 5 less, so it's actually not that big of a deal. Okay, that's fine. That's chill. Wait, is that right? I guess it is. Yeah, because I did the numbers wrong the first time, but they were technically right. Okay, so I just don't get a bonus from the unbreakable coins, which means we don't get the bonus from Yisong, so we'll scrap that. Okay, that's fine. There's no bonus from that. Okay, 10% bonus from that. 10% from the passive. .1 passive. And there's that thing as well. The ego passive, which I do want to look at very briefly. Although actually, no, I don't think I want to count that in the calculation because it's not part of her kit. You know what? Yeah, I won't count it in the calculation because it's not part of her kit. I mean, technically it's accounted for in it, but it's not like it's not, doesn't come with her. Thanks for solid. I see. Interesting. Okay. I think these numbers are good to use now. So 1.1 times 1.1. Hold on, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1.1 to the 5th power. 1.1 times 1.1 times 1.1 times 1.1 times 1.1. You know, let's just do this 5 times over. 432.768 times 1.1 times 1.1. That's 2 times 1.1. 3 times 1.1. 4 times 1.1. 5 times makes that 2, 3, 4, 5 makes that 696.977, and then that is for one of the things. Actually, hold on. I didn't account for crit damage, which is another 0.25, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Times 1.25 is 871.22149. And that is only 1 attack when she has 3 attack weight. So it's actually times 3 for her total damage of 2,613.66447. Is that? No. No. That something's off here. That doesn't seem right. That's just too much damage. There's no way. There's no way she's allowed to just have that. Right? Like, okay, hold on. Let's check her ego passive. Crit damage up. 10%. If she's soloing, then she can get 4 crit damage, which means she's going to be doing an extra 30% damage again, which is just it's kind of a lot, because that's going to be doing an extra 800 damage then. I mean, the thing is, right, this is considering or assuming that she has absolutely maximum conditionals, which is very difficult for her to reach because, I mean, like, she's already strong naturally, but, like, her conditionals let her scale very high. At least if I'm reading this entanglement thing correctly. I think the main thing is the fact that this can go up to 10 coin power with 6 coins is a little bit ridiculous. There's no way this is right. Min and max stack of this effect. 2, 5, and 9. I mean, if this is at 9 entanglement, then that on use final coin. Oh my god, I did this so wrong. Okay, all of this, every single number here is wrong. Yeah, every number in this is wrong. Okay, yeah, no, I thought this was too much damage. I did this very, very wrong. So, yeah, no. This says the final coin gains coin power. For some reason, I read this as gains coin power. Okay, that makes more sense. So, every number on the screen is wrong. Yeah, so actually she does 2 damage total. Imagine, no, I didn't think this was right. 10 coin power with 6 coins was not an accurate number. Yeah, no, there's no world where this was right. Okay, no, not 11. Oh my god. Could you imagine if that was actually the numbers? That would be horrible. That would actually just be terrible. Final coin damage is not 72 in the slightest. It's like, what? 5, 17, 27? Yeah, 27, that's very different. Yeah, it's a little bit different. A little bit of a different number. Just a little bit. 27 times 1.3 is 35.1. That times 3 equals, I mean, at least I have it set up already. Was 105.3 times 0.46 equals 48.438. See, this is why you don't put a bunch of equal signs, because it's just very not correct in the slightest. So then 35.1. Okay, wait, hold on. No, this number, adding back to the 35.1, is 83.538. So, okay, this is not 210, by the way. It's more like, what is it? 12 times 5, and then 5 times 10. Wait, how is that? No, it's 5 times 15, because it's the 5. Wait, isn't it? Because 1 is 1, 2 is 3, 3 is 9, 4 is, hold on, no, I'm doing this wrong. 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, okay. So 12 times 5, 60 plus 15 is 75. Plus 83.538 equals 3.538 plus 75, 158.538, 158.53. Also, this is not a bad number, by the way. It's just not 1.5 million is all. Which was already ridiculous. Crit. AoE. Okay, so 158.538 times 1.1 for Blade Trail times 1.1 for Shin times 1.1 for Honolulu times 1.1 for Sinclair times 1.1 for the passive times 1.25 for the crit is 319.158,793, and then times 3 for the AoE is 957.476. That's not 6. 6, 3, 7, 9. So that's still almost 1,000 damage. It's not that bad. Passive, not wrong. 1.1 for passive. Is it 1.25? Hold on, let me double check. No, I think it's because I'm accounting this 10%. Because crit damage is. Wait, actually, did I say it wrong when I was adding it? Let me check. I mean, I have 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.25, and then 3. Because the 10% was the 1.1 for the passive, and then the crit is 1.25, I think. So 1.25. Ah. Okay, I think I only did times 1.1 for the passive, but maybe I said 1.25 looking at the crit. And then there's also the additional burn and bleed procs, which is 99 times 6 because there is 3 burn and 3 bleed with 99 max total. That I don't think I need a calculator for. So what was that? It's like 594, I believe. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that number plus 1551 point, and then those numbers. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. 1,500 damage. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, no, that's acceptable. Still solid for one skill. Yeah, very. I'm hoping that I didn't get the math wrong this time, because I've already got it completely wrong multiple times. Yeah. I mean, I think that should be right. I believe. Maybe? Also, a lot of it is reliant on crit, but like then again, she should have maxed poise very quickly. So it shouldn't be an issue. And then if this hits a single target, then it's just times 0.6 repeating. because it's just 2/3 of the damage, because the damage number is for 3 AoE, but if it's being doubled from a single, then that's just 2/3. So that's simple enough. Evil, what? Huh. Okay, I feel like I've done enough math for today. I almost had to pull out the, where is it? The whiteboard. Good thing I didn't need that. Anyways. Yeah, no, that was mentally draining. I think I'm done now. Was there a point in doing that? I guess my own curiosity. I mean, well, now I know that her max conditionals potentially do over 1,500 damage. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be 4 pages, because 2 whiteboards needed. I'll have to make a second one just for that. I'll have to use the whiteboard just to explain every single skill. Loki, I almost one time made a stream where I was like, where I wanted to use the whiteboard to like explain how damage calculations work, but like I just never ended up doing that. I still kind of want to. I probably will eventually, but like not today. Alright. Yeah, no, I think I'm good for now. I think I've done enough Ryoshu for today. Probably could have phrased that better. Intrigued how they translate Ryoshu slashing memories. Debuffing slightly. Yeah, that's cool. The -1 offense level to gain base power. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. I forgot. There's no way. Oh no. Oh. No. I forgot 4 base power off of her skill calculation. That's massive. That's actually so huge. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? She does a minimum of over 1,500 with her AoE. I think we can call it a day. I mean, the calculations are here if people want to run them. The final coin damage row is a absolute mess because I did not do that with proper equations. Anybody that does math will know that that is absolutely atrocious to do, and it should not be done, and it is like a crime to do that. Yeah, my bad. This is why, because when you want to go back to look at your equation, you have no idea what in the world is going on with it. Alright, I'm getting rid of these numbers now. Let me really quick hide that for a sec, so anybody that wants to see those numbers can see them. If people want to do their own calculations of that, feel free. I've done my part. didn't calculate the 4 base damage. That gets added with the skill 1 enhanced version. But, oh, I didn't calculate Entangled Life either. Hold on. Okay, I mean, it's only a bonus 10% damage, which is another 1.1%, which means it's another 10%, so she'd do, like, she might actually hit 2k if I counted the base power in it. She might actually hit 2k, potentially. Section off each passive, boost separately. See, the thing is, the way I calculate it, I feel like I try to simplify it, right? Because I separate it into the base damage of the skill. That's not the right skill. I do the base damage of the skill, right? And then I take the damage of the passives and percentage conditionals into account afterwards, and it makes it way easier. But yeah, maybe I'll do a video or stream on that another time. Anyways, I'm no more math for today. All right, thanks to anybody that stopped by. Let me get this off the screen. All right, yeah, no, I'm done. Thanks to anybody that stopped by. Have a good one, and see ya.